Good evening, folks. Chief Meteorologist Nick Lilia here, giving you guys kind of a better look at what we're looking at over the next couple of days. We do have the possibility for severe weather as we move into and through the weekend, though there's a lot of things that are still up in the air, no pun intended, about what we're looking at for the forecast. This will kind of give you a better idea of what we know, what we don't know, what we're watching very closely, and how you can kind of make plans as you head toward the weekend, because I know, folks, you guys got a lot going on. You're happening, folks. Here we are, Wednesday afternoon. Nothing to see here. Winds back out of the northwest at 500 millibars or so. It's as we move through Thursday. Here it is right there. That's what we're watching. Thursday, the dip down into the desert southwest. That's Friday afternoon. Here we are Friday afternoon. Still a long way away. But we start to see the effects of this. Instead of winds back out of the northwest, we're now in what's called kind of a zonal flow. But it's kind of shifting back a little to the southwest. I'm going to kick this into motion. Here we are at Saturday at 6 o'clock. You've got a nice dip in here at 500 millibars, and you've got spreading within these lines between the different colors. You're lowering the pressure aloft. On top of that, you've got a southwest flow. And around here at 500 millibars with a southwest flow, you've got spreading apart in the atmosphere, which is lowering of pressure. That allows some of that air here at the surface to go somewhere. And it wants to go up. On top of that, what you don't see on this map is we're going to have winds at the surface out of the south and east. So what does that mean? Well, if you've got winds out of the south and east, you're pumping in that Gulf moisture and you're pumping in warmer air. On top of that, as you pump that in, that warmer air wants to rise. Thermodynamics tells us that. Hot air rises. As it moves up, instead of coming from the southeast, it tilts back around to the southwest. And you get some spinning or a change in wind direction with height. Again, this is Saturday evening. What we're concerned about right now, this is about when, right now, we're watching for this severe weather to start to develop across the Pine Belt. A lot of our models want to keep a lot of the severe weather in sections of Texas and Louisiana on Saturday, but right now, in my opinion, we can't rule out some of our western counties perhaps see an isolated storm here or there. On top of that, with how far away we are, I would just feel a little more comfortable if you folks at home watching this kind of made preparations for Saturday just in case as we get closer, things start to look a little different. But here we are Saturday at 6 o'clock, and this is kind of a primo setup at least for seeing maybe a shower or thunderstorm a little bit further off to our west, but we can't rule out in our neck of the woods. So here we go into Sunday at 5 o'clock, and notice things have kind of broadened out. We're still in that southwest flow, but you don't have quite as much of a dip here. There's not as defined dip in parts of Texas or even a little bit closer to us. But we're still in that southwest kick. We'll still have a southeast wind at 5 o'clock on Sunday. Take a look at what happens. Again, this is our European model. We turn a little less southwesterly, a little more zonally, but we're at the bottom of this trough, which is basically going to squash any chances for severe weather by about 4:30 on Monday. So what we're looking at is starting Saturday afternoon all the way through Monday afternoon right now at 500 millibars and in a couple of different other sections in the atmosphere, altitudes in the atmosphere. We're looking at the possibility, or at least some of the ingredients we might need to see some showers and thunderstorms, some of which have the possibility of being severe. So we'll take it over to another model that we like to look at around here. This is basically our what's next. We pull from the GFS. So we just looked at the European. This is more the American model. Friday at 4 o'clock, this is what you see on here is precip. We also have the surface features, the high pressure that's moving on out of here. That's the reason it's so cold tonight, by the way. And we've got our warm front back here. This is the beginnings of that next system. Notice on Friday, it does have a couple of showers out here. Can't rule that out off to our west and northwest. So if you do have any plans to travel up to Little Rock, or maybe you're taking a flight out to Dallas, maybe a 10-15 minute delay. As we head through the day on Saturday, here's Saturday afternoon, GFS again. Remember I was mentioning that given that dip, it looked a little more likely to see things, and a lot of the models were suggesting parts of Texas, Louisiana, and probably into Arkansas as well. Here it is. I mean, parts of Dallas as you make your way down to Baton Rouge, New Orleans, places like that, but it keeps it all off to our west. And again, I don't think we can rule out in some of our western counties seeing the opportunity for maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm. And again, depending on how the timing lands over the next couple of days, this system might be a little closer to us on Saturday. As we head into Sunday night, this is where I pause for the cause and I say, this is what it looks like into Sunday night. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. With that cold front set up just to our west, this is when we're going to see most likely the best bet for severe weather right now, according to the GFS. If you don't have a NOAA weather radio, I'm going to get on a soapbox for a second, folks. If you don't have a NOAA weather radio, I highly recommend you buy one. Having an app on your smartphone is great. And yes, it can save your life. And yes, we will be here all night long. Leave the TV on. I'll be happy to walk you through the whole night. But please have a NOAA weather radio. It could save your life. It will save your life, you know, because that thing will go off and you will hear it. No matter how deep of a sleeper you are, you can set those bad boys to extremely, extremely painfully loud. And it might save your life, folks. So if you don't have one, it's $30. It's a sound investment here across the Pine Belt. I'll get back off my soapbox. But at 4 o'clock in the morning, if things are rolling through, those are nocturnal. They would likely be rain wrapped with how much the PWATs are looking like on early Sunday morning. So you wouldn't be able to see them because it's dark. You wouldn't be able to see them because it's raining. And your only warning would be us on TV, your NOAA weather radio, or an app that you have on your smartphone. So this is one thing to plan for late Saturday and into Sunday. And then as we move through Sunday, it kicks it on out of here. And it says we're nice and clear by Monday morning. And again, based on what we were looking at the other one up there in the atmosphere a little bit higher, it was saying by Monday afternoon we don't really have anything to worry about anyway. Now, I think still on Monday morning, it looks like we got some rain back off to the north and west. I think still by Monday morning, depending on how the timing sets up, because we're so far away, it has a tough time nailing down exactly when this is going to happen. I would still have a plan Monday morning, because, again, it's so far away. So what do we know? What do we don't know? Okay, severe weather possible. We know that as we move through the weekend. I think right now I'm confident in saying chances are we've got a good shot for some severe weather, at least somewhere across the Pine Belt as we move through the weekend. Whether it's just rain and wind, okay. But what we don't know is the timing and the duration, unfortunately. We've got anywhere from Saturday afternoon right now until Monday afternoon, just to be on the safe side of things. You know, these forecast models were suggesting earlier maybe a Friday, Sunday event. Now it's a Saturday to Monday kind of a thing. As we get closer and closer, I look at it like kind of like a funnel. You know, you start off, you know, between Saturday and Monday. As you move a day closer, it gets a little smaller, and, you know, you say, okay, well, now it's from Saturday evening until Sunday evening. Then you get a little bit closer, and you say, okay, cool, now it's from Saturday at 9 o'clock until Sunday at 3:30 in the afternoon. Then as you get closer, you say, okay, it's actually from Saturday night at midnight until Sunday morning at 10 a.m. It could shake out that way, or it could slide back and forth. We could get 2 days from now, and it could say, oh, it's actually going to be Sunday morning until Monday morning. So timing, duration, kind of unknown. It could last 12 hours. It could last 3 hours. We just don't know, and we won't know for a couple of days. Threats right now, rain, wind, kind of tornadoes. Right now, rain and wind, safe bet. Probably going to get some rain, probably going to get some straight line wind damage. Tornadoes we don't quite know about yet. We're still looking at shear values. Right now, we're still a little too far away to get a good solid look at some of the dynamics of the atmosphere. That does include the specifics that go to making tornadoes, unfortunately. So we're still a little too far away for that. But as we get closer, again, we'll know more. So make a plan now and don't be caught off guard. And again, that goes back to getting a NOAA weather radio and watching this video like you're doing right now and getting the information you need to know for this weekend. I know a couple of folks have contacted me about whether making plans this weekend as far away as 2 and 3 weeks ago. And if you still have those plans, just make a plan B, please. I really want everyone to be nice and safe this weekend. Have something else to do. You know, oh yeah, we made plans to go, you know, to a game or to go out on a picnic, whatever it is, a bike ride. Just make a plan B as well. And a reminder, we know more as we get closer. Every day we get more information. I've got more access to different weather models. We've got more information coming into our weather center here. We're talking with the National Weather Service. So check back with the forecast tomorrow, the day after, the day after, the day after, and for sure, please, please, please check in on the weather forecast on Thursday and Friday. We'll have the absolute latest information on this, and then again on Saturday. I will likely be here all day Saturday and Sunday to make sure you guys are nice and safe at home. And again, thanks so much for checking out an extra look at the forecast coming up this weekend.